My name is Miriam. I'm from Delta State. I studied agricultural economics and extension in the University of Port Harcourt. I've been into snail farming for more than 8 years. Snail breeding, fattening, processing. We use the slime in making cosmetics like black soap, cream, face cream, and we also process the snail shells into powder. I started with a box initially with about 70 snails, which I picked from the bush. It was after my youth service. I went to a village where I did another internship in farming. I noticed that village, they have a lot of snails. I picked some snails, and before I got to it was just like 70 that was remaining. So I used that 70 to start up. It's a good business. I graduated 8 years ago, and I'm still doing snail farming. If it's not good, I will not be there. You sell and you get tired.
So I finally found a founder who runs all systems of snail farming in one location. From greenhouse to free range to intensive systems, both soil and soilless, and even snail slime extraction. Meet Miriam, the founder of Tejiri Farms.
If Miriam, invest 5 million this year, like today, in snail farming, come back again this time next year, I'll give you 20 million. Cash. It might even be more than that too. But I don't want to exaggerate because I know what I've used 100,000 naira to get from this farm. If I want to sell snails for consumption, I do fattening. Like I fatten them for 3 months. It's more profitable and faster. My advice to the youth is that even if you're a graduate and you don't have a job, don't just sit at home. Find something to do. Think outside the box. When I started snail farming, I got some people laughing and saying, how can you finish and how do you snail farm? And these same people, they are calling me now to come and set up snail farms for them. Just think outside the box. Even if it's not in your field, you can still do something meaningful with or without the help of the government.
Despite starting 8 years ago with very small capital and the resources she sourced from around her environment, Miriam has grown her snail farm business from just a few snails to thousands. So today on the Legacy Level series, we are telling her story. I'm Danica Kosi, and if you are watching this video, you are part of the Mogul tribe. Mogul tribe, you're welcome back to the channel. I am Danica Kosi, Africa's hustle queen and the voice of African entrepreneurship. Through our series Hustle Moguls and the Legacy Levels, we document the boldest business stories across Africa because every great legacy starts with a hustle, right? And today you're welcome back to another episode of the Legacy Level series. We are here to speak with the founder of Tejiri Farms here in Lagos State, Nigeria. Share this video and leave a nice comment. And if you are here to subscribe to the channel, do well to subscribe, and when you do, turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime we upload any video.
Welcome to Tejiri Farms.
Okay, can you introduce yourself to us?
Yes, my name is Miriam.
Okay.
I'm from Delta State. I studied agricultural economics and extension in the University of Port Harcourt. Here we do snail farming, snail breeding, fattening, processing. We use the slime in making cosmetics like black soap, cream, face cream, and we also process the snail shells into powder.
Okay.
Then we sell to animal farms, and we also use it here. We use the calcium to feed our snails because calcium is also good for snails.
You said something about using the slime to make. Do you do that?
Yes.
You do that here? Wow. For how long have you been a snail farmer?
In more than 8 years now.
So what inspired you to start to go into agriculture and snail farming, specifically? Why not any other kind of business? Why not any other one? Why this one in particular?
Okay, during my school days, I was passed through different types of farming. And when I got to snail farming, I knew that this is what I can do because it does not involve much to start in terms of cost. Unlike other types of farming. So I told myself that this is what I can do by myself without asking for assistance.
Wow.
And snails, they don't smell, they don't make noise. I'm this kind of person that smells affect me.
Okay.
So I just told myself that snail is something I can start with.
Okay, first of all, what kind of snail farming do you do? What kind? Because I'm seeing a greenhouse here. And I'm seeing some other things around your farm. So what kind of snail farming do you?
I don't know, maybe because I studied agriculture, I just felt I could explore.
Okay.
We have about 3 types of snail farming system.
Okay.
We have the free range, the greenhouse, that's the semi-intensive, that's semi-free range, and we also have the intensive. So I just wanted to explore, I just wanted to do everything so I'll see which is best. But I noticed that they all complement each other.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow. So what do you mean by they complement each other?
Like what we do here, the intensive system, that's where we do our breeding. We keep those snails that are laying eggs there. So when they lay their eggs, we take them to the eggs to the greenhouse. We bury them there, that incubate them in the greenhouse. Then they hatch.
Okay.
So when they hatch here, we don't need to pick them. They just start growing from there.
Okay.
You understand? They start growing. So this place is like our growing area, and also the free range. So snails grow faster in the free range than when they are confined in a particular place. But if you want to go into breeding, like if you want to get their eggs and you want the eggs to get more babies, it is better you put them in the intensive system, because you can be able to manage their eggs there than just leaving them to free range. You know, if you are just leaving them to free range, you'll not be able to calculate the number of eggs that you got or the number of babies that you have. You understand? So that is why I say they complement each other. Yes.
Oh, wow. Can you just explain what each system of snail farming, what it means, because of the people that are watching? Because I know a lot of them might not even have any idea.
All right. Yeah. Okay, for the free range, just...
Okay, we can walk if you want.
Okay, we can walk.
Yeah.
Okay, for the free range, just like this, you have plantain, banana trees around.
Okay.
Then the snails, they are there. They will just do what they want.
Okay.
They eat what they want. They feed on organic matters.
Okay.
Anything they want to. They are just doing their thing.
Okay. Sorry, let me say this. Like, does that mean that in free range you just bring the snail, you keep them?
You just put them there
on the floor?
Yes, but you will do some things before you plant all this. You make sure that this place is secured from snakes, anything that will attack the snails.
Okay.
You understand? That is what we call soil. We work on the soil treatment. We work on the soil. So you just allow them to do their thing. They lay their eggs, they hatch the eggs themselves, the babies grow into adults. So all you need to do is just to come and harvest. But have it in mind that you don't know what you are getting from here.
Okay.
Because you just like try and error. You can just come tomorrow and you find that there is no snail here.
There's no snail there.
So that's the disadvantage of the free range.
Okay. But the advantages are that you don't need to feed them.
You don't need to stress yourself.
You don't need they just feed themselves.
Yes.
Oh, wow. You just put them and go your way.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
And snails grow very fast in the free range because they can move, but they have a lot of space to move around, and the way they move affects their growth. As they move, their shell increases.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'm seeing a lot of bananas and is it plantains?
Yeah.
Is that intentional? Like,
yes, it provides shade. For they can see that place is very cool.
Yes.
It's because of the shade, the plantain and the banana shade.
All right. So what about other systems? Can
the
you
greenhouse,
tell us about that?
Like I said, the greenhouse is confined. These nets cannot allow the snails to go out of the place. So if you want to do your stock, if you want to count your snails, you can count. You will see the mortality. Anyone that is dead, you will see it inside the greenhouse. So you know that, okay, I'm putting on 1,000 snails in the greenhouse. If you want to count your snails, you can count them because they are in one place. And they also feed on what you plant inside. And you can also substitute by giving them more food, like the formulated feed or other fruits and vegetables.
Then the intensive, right?
Yes, the intensive.
The intensive is
they are confined in an area.
Okay.
They breed. They depend on you for everything, for almost everything. You water them, you give them food, you clean their pen.
Okay.
One good thing about this free range that you don't need to clean.
To do anything.
But in the intensive, you have to clean. If not, your snails will start dying.
Okay.
Yes. And you have to give them food every day and sprinkle water on them every day.
So in the greenhouse, do you clean as well?
No, you don't clean every day, but you can clean like every 3 months. We remove the plantain leaves and replace with another one.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's just it.
Yes, that's just
it. So
it.
if they poop, then you just leave it there, right?
Yes.
Or something. Oh, wow. All right. So in the beginning, how was it? What was your setup like? Was it always like, did you start with the whole system at once, or just tell us
I started with the intensive system.
Okay.
Because intensive system, we have different types. You can start with a bowl, you can start with a basket, a small box, tire, depending on your capacity. So I started with a box initially with about 70 snails, which I picked from the bush.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. How did that go?
It was after my youth service.
Okay.
I went to a village where I did another internship in farming. So I noticed that village, they have a lot of snails, although Fulica snails. I noticed that they had a lot of snails. So I said, I think this is my dream now, to start my snail farm. Let me just pick snails from here as I'm going. So I used to start the snail farm. So that was what I did. I picked some snails, and before I got to it was just like 70 that was remaining because the journey was so far. So I used that 70 to start up the snail farm. Although as time goes on, I bought other species.
But the 70 that you picked, did they survive? Did they
Yeah, they survived. They produce a lot of babies.
Oh, really?
A lot, because Fulica, they produce a lot. Fulica snails. They lay lots of eggs, and the eggs hatch into babies.
So for those of you that have been asking me under the comment section, can I just pick snails and grow them and use them to start up my snail farm? You've had that from somebody. Like, you now have a practical example. Someone that did it in practice and is testifying that it worked for her. So since you picked your snails and then you started with the snails that you picked from the farm, what other thing did you do? Like, how much did you spend in total when you were starting?
I didn't really spend much. I think the box I did then was about 6,000 naira.
Okay.
The capital did it with the wood and everything. So like 6,000 naira.
All right.
Then vegetables was around. So I just picked pawpaw leaves, ugu, water leaves, according to what I see in the environment to feed them. Then I was not using formulated feed.
So since you, of course, I wanted to ask, did you train or you studied it in school, right?
Yes, I studied.
So you didn't need to train?
No, I didn't train. Because we did a lot of practical in my own school.
Okay.
Yes, we did practical in my school. So that was enough for me to start.
So today, now in 2026, how much do you think someone that wants to start today can start with?
Okay, from my experience, except you want to start small, but from my experience, I noticed that if you want to make money from snail farming, good money, you have to start with at least a reasonable amount of snails, because your starting point matters. If you start with 100 snails, snails, they don't grow fast. It takes quite some time for them to grow. So in that case, quantity matters. Let's say you start with 200 snails, and that 200 snails can give you, let's say 1,000 snails in 1 year. Let's example, and you know that after 1 year, these 1,000 snails I'm getting. So why don't you start with 500 snails so that you get 5,000 snails in 1 year? Do you understand? So your starting point matters. But if you are a beginner, you can start small. Then when you have mastered the act of snail farming, then you can now pump money into what you are doing.
Let's say someone that wants to start with, let's say 200. You said if you were to advise, you advise the person to start like maybe 200 snails.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
as a beginner,
right? At least.
But if you're a company, you can employ someone that knows about it. Then you can start well. But if you are someone that just wants to start like the way I started, you have to start small. Then when you have mastered it, then you can now put more money into it.
Okay, so like how much on average? So for someone that wants to start like with 200 snails or something?
With 200 snails, with 300,000 you can start.
All right.
Yes.
Wow, that's fine. That's the intensive.
Yes, the intensive. Yeah. Bush snails.
Have you started?
If we can get organic snails, I used to call them organic snails from the bush.
Okay.
To start up your farm is better, because most of the farmers that say they have snails to sell, most of them, they are not snails that they grew on the farm. They'll go and buy those snails from the market and you take it to the farm. They'll start dying. But if you see a farmer, a credible farmer that is breeding as snails, you can buy from them. But if you don't have any farmer, it's better you pick from the bush, because market snails are not good for snail farming. They are stressed.
Okay.
And now they use chemical to look for snails in the bush.
Really?
Yes. So those chemicals affect the snails. When you bring them to the farm, they'll start dying.
Okay, yes. Now that you do both free range, intensive, semi-intensive and all, which will you say is less stressful, and then which will you say is more profitable among the three?
The one that is less stressful is the free range.
Okay.
But in terms of profitability, the intensive
is more profitable.
Followed by the greenhouse.
Okay.
But if you combine both together, you get better results. So someone can start with just intensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then gradually add other things if you want.
And you can add the greenhouse. But the free range is a no.
The free range? You don't recommend it, right?
Yes.
For someone that wants to do, let's say, do it as a proper business, that wants to do it as a business, a full-time job. You don't recommend it?
The free range.
Yes.
The reason, some people are actually doing free range, but me, I'm a business person.
Yeah.
I cannot put my snails here and be guessing. I want accuracy. I know that I'm harvesting so amount of snails that in the next 2 months. Like I do fattening. Fattening is you get a size of snails. Is a deliberate feeding.
Okay.
You start feeding the snails, feeding them. Then you weigh them, you take their weights. They will be increasing in their weight. But the fattening concentrates on the meat aspect. So imagine me putting, let's say, large snails, like 200 large snails in this free range.
Yeah.
I'll be having heart attack.
It's
Someone can just come in the night and pack all of them, number one.
It's true.
Something can just bite the 200 snails, you understand? But if they are inside that intensive, if I go there, I will see the 200 complete. If I have mortality, I'll record it down. So that's one of the reasons why I cannot recommend free range for anybody, except it's someone that just want to do it as pleasure.
As a hobby.
Yes, but if you want to do it as business, I don't advise anybody to do that. Just because of record keeping. Snails actually do well in the free range, but because of record keeping.
For snail farming generally, do you think it's a lucrative business? Like, how profitable is it?
It's lucrative because it has different branches that you can actually venture into.
Okay.
Like if you are just collecting snail slime, you remember the snails I told you about, Fulica snails.
Okay.
Those snails, they are the slime making snails.
Okay.
They have a lot of slime, and slime is so expensive. So if you have market for slime, you can just go into Fulica snails, get the slime machine, and you start extracting the slime, export it. It's very lucrative. You can also turn the shell into calcium. You can use it to make abrasive, like for washing pots, kettle.
Really?
Yes, and all that. You can use it to make. You can sell to farmers, like poultry farmers, fish farmers. You understand? Even the snail meat itself, you can export it. There's a lot of market for snail meat. In fact, dry season is coming now and there will be scarcity of snails. If you want to go into breeding, like you just want to be breeding, then you sell your snails to another farmer that wants to start up. It's also okay. You can also use the slime to produce your own cosmetic products and sell.
Okay. You have your own products?
Yes. I do manual extraction.
You do manual extraction?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's beautiful. You've talked about this Fulica snail so much. Can you show us the Fulica snail so we see? Is that the only type of snail that you have here?
No.
Okay, how
we
about
have Acanthina marginata.
That's the one I was talking about. Okay.
And Fulica snails, I don't know where they are now.
Okay, they are not in the intensive.
They are the ones in the free range.
Okay, mostly. In the free range?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they
okay, that's it.
They survive mostly
moving around.
Yes.
They are the ones
you can see it's already dropping slime.
Okay.
This is the slime I'm talking about. See it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You can see them.
Okay.
They are very slimy.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
These ones we actually grew them from eggs.
Wow. Wow.
So this is one of the intensive.
Okay, this is the intensive.
Yes. This is the soilless pen. In this pen, we don't use soil.
Oh wow.
Just put them
the snails
the way
inside
they are.
And let them grow.
When we just water them, we can clean them and the water will just go out.
Okay.
And the dirt is kind of easy.
Okay, you kind of cover them, right?
Yes, with the plantain leaves. So these ones, they are the breeding snails.
Okay.
They are ready to lay eggs.
Okay.
Some of them are laying already.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there a way you know when they are ready to lay eggs?
Yes.
Is there any way?
This place will be swollen.
Okay.
Just
this place will be swollen.
Like as if they are pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I never knew that, you guys. Okay. Okay, what's this?
Yes, I figured it out myself. I noticed that. Yeah, I just saw a snail that was so swollen in this
area.
Part. Yeah, so I opened it, like I broke the snail. And I saw eggs inside. So, so then anytime I want to select breeding snails for someone, I just use here.
Okay, look there. Oh wow, wow, wow. That's beautiful. See the difference? That's because she's educated. Okay.
So this other one is soy.
Let me help you close this. This one. Close it actually.
I actually want the farm to be like a demonstration farm where
Okay.
someone can come and see everything and decide on which one you want to do. Like this one is soy. We use soy,
Okay.
dark soy, and they are doing well. Even the one in the soilless, they are doing well too.
All right.
But the only disadvantage with the soy is that you have to change the soy.
Okay.
Yes, when the soil is dirty.
From time to time?
Yes.
Like after how many days, how many weeks?
Not days, it can get to a month or two, depending on how the soil is dirty. You know, the kind of food you give to snails will determine their waste, that's their excrete. So the waste is what makes the soil to get dirty on time. So if they are feeding with just leaves, the soil will not get dirty on time. But when you give them formulated feed, it will start getting dirty on time.
All right.
Yeah.
So when you built here, when you construct like this, you packed sand.
Yes.
Is there any particular kind of sand that you
just loamy soil.
Okay, loamy
soil. Sandy loamy soil.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just do soilless and soil, but we do mainly soilless because I don't like stress.
Okay. Okay. Mainly soilless.
Yes.
Oh wow. All right. So this is the greenhouse. So we are going to her greenhouse. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow. This is beautiful. You cover them up. Is there any reason for that?
So we just put in additional shade. So
additional shade.
Yeah, because we didn't plant vegetables on the soil. So we did not plant vegetables because we want to be cleaning our greenhouse regularly. Some greenhouses, they can plant vegetables everywhere or leaves everywhere. But here, we decided not to plant a lot of vegetables because we want to be cleaning our greenhouse regularly for the well-being of the snails. So we can easily remove the planting leaves and replace it with another one.
Okay. So if you plant leaves, it will be difficult for you to...
Yes. To clean up. Yes.
Oh, wow. So like how many snails do you have in this greenhouse? Or like can this particular structure contain?
It depends on the size of the snails. If they are smaller snails, you can take like 3,000 to 4,000.
Okay.
But one thing about snail farming is that overstocking is not good.
Okay.
Yes, if you overstock this place, you start having overcrowding, and that can affect the snails. They won't grow fast.
Oh, really?
They need space to grow, to move around.
What are the advantages of greenhouse snail farming?
The advantages of greenhouse is that if you are someone that is doing other jobs, you can actually do it using the greenhouse because you don't need to be coming every day. Even if you're not around, they will be fine.
All right.
You understand? So it gives you time to do other things. And also the snails grows faster in the greenhouse.
In the greenhouse?
Yes.
Okay, because they have space to move around.
They eat organic matters and everything.
But you still feed them because I'm seeing some...
Yes, we supplement their... No, this is formulated. It is mixed with
feed.
Limestone, soya bean, maize.
Okay.
Just like poultry feed. But it does not contain salt because poultry feed contains salt. And salt is not good for snails.
What does salt do to them?
People use salt to watch snails. It kills them.
So do you train others?
Yeah, I train both physical training and online
training. Her contact will be in the description box of this video, so you can go down to the description, see her contact there and contact her if you would like to train with her, or if you want her to kind of set up, right? You do that?
Yeah.
If you want her to kind of set up your farm for you, you can also contact her. So what is the size of this greenhouse? You don't remember? Okay. If someone that wants to construct this, how much do you think the person needs to construct this?
Size of greenhouse now is like 4 million.
4 million?
Depending on the material you're using.
Okay.
This is like galvanized pipes. But if you're using cheaper material, it can be lower. 2 million, 3 million.
So what about the rain? When it's raining, does it affect them in any way? Is that a problem?
No. If rain is falling, it's not really much because of the nets.
Okay.
The intensity is kind of mild. Yes.
So do you still need to water them? Let's say during the dry season.
If rain fall, you don't need to water. But if rain does not fall for some days, you have to water them.
Okay.
This is your Acanthina, also known as tiger snail, mainly found in Ghana.
Okay.
Some people call it Ghana snail.
Okay.
Yes, they lay a lot of eggs.
Okay.
On
But
the-
they don't grow so big.
They grow big, very big.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Which one grows so like the
Bigger
biggest? Yeah.
is the AM.
AM.
Acanthina marginata.
Marginata.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are the ones that get to jumbo sizes.
All right.
Yes. This is one of them, but this one have
Okay.
not grown that big, sure. But this is special.
Okay, this one. Please
Yeah.
come this way so that they'll see us.
This one can get to jumbo size. Yes. I
That's-
do all special, but mainly Acanthina marginata because that's what we eat here
in Nigeria. Okay.
Yes.
So if you take this one to the market, they will not buy it or
They
something.
will buy it too, but the one that is common,
Yeah.
like
that
someone
they
like
eat
me,
a
I
lot.
don't like eating this one.
Okay.
Yes, well, the AM is generally accepted
In Nigeria.
in Nigeria. Yes,
Okay.
this one is albino snail.
Albino snails?
Yes.
Okay, it's white. I'm
Yes.
seeing it. Okay,
It's
let
also,
me see.
It's also Acanthina marginata, but it's the albino of it.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's white. Just like we have albino human.
Albino human. Okay.
There are some that even the skin is white,
Okay.
like the shell is white.
Okay.
That one is pure albino. This
Albino.
one is like crossbreed.
All right.
If two snails mate, two of them can lay eggs because they have both male and female organs.
Organs.
So it's a good business if you have the money to do it.
Oh wow. Oh wow. And the patience as well because it takes a long time.
That's why I said, like we do farming, we are getting ready for dry season. There's one thing I call dry season farming. I figured it out myself. I do fattening. Fattening is where I get a size of snail that is already ready for consumption. That's its table size already. You can say, okay, this snail I can eat it, but that's the one I use for fattening. I only increase their meat by deliberate feeding. So maybe I get a snail that is like table size. By the time I feed them for like 3 months, consistent feeding for 3 months, that meat of that snail can get to jumbo.
Okay.
Just the meat alone, because it's the meat they eat, not the shell. Because I have all the weights of all sizes of snails. Like if you remove jumbo snails, if you weigh their meat, I know what it will give to you. So when I'm fattening my snails, it's the meat I will weigh to know if the snails are gotten to jumbo large or not. So I know what to sell.
So sorry, is there a way you can weigh just the meat without the shell? Is that
You
possible?
remove the
Okay, you remove. Okay, when you have removed it.
Yes, when you have removed it.
Okay. So if you were to start all over again, what would you do differently?
look for money.
Okay, let me rephrase. Like if you were to start again, what did you do before that you would not like to repeat? Or what did you not do before that you would like to do now?
I don't
Nothing.
think there's anything.
All right.
The only thing like I said before, the only thing I would do differently if I want to start again is to look for money.
Okay.
Good money. Like I will not start small the way I started. If I knew that this is how it will come out.
Okay.
Yes, that's the only thing I would do.
Okay.
Because even this farm self, if we want to put the number of snails that we get every year on this farm, this place will not be enough. So we sell eggs. Like this year now, I sold a lot of eggs, more than 5,000 eggs.
Really?
And those eggs, last year, why I sold my eggs? Because last year I had no space to keep my snails because I had about 15,000 baby snails and there was nowhere to keep them. So I started selling them off.
Okay.
So I didn't want something like that to happen this year because I was not prepared for it. So when others were coming for eggs, I had to sell the eggs because the people that buy the eggs are mostly people that are not in Nigeria, abroad. So they take the eggs, they hash them there and they start using them for their family. And also students that are doing practicals, they also buy the eggs and baby snails. Depending on the demand though. If I notice that they are calling me too much, I'll start increasing the money.
Okay.
Like the last one I sold was 200 naira per egg.
Okay.
Yes, then baby snails, I can sell baby snails 200 naira too. Because I noticed that the eggs has more value
than the baby.
Because they cannot use babies to travel. They will die on the way, but eggs they can take it.
That's very
so if you are
nice.
selling something 200 naira and you want to keep it for it to get big and you'll be wasting money, it's not better you just sell it when you just I'm not doing anything. The snail just lay the eggs and I pack them and sell them. Just like poultry.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask now, is since I know that it takes a long time before they start reproducing, right? So once before they start laying egg,
it does not take time.
I mean from the babies,
yes,
it takes
quite some time.
But if you buy the one that is at
about to lay,
it will not take time. So once they start laying like that, like how often can it lay? One snail lay? Like how often?
One snail can lay like 4 times in a year.
So what are the challenges associated with snail farming?
Every system has their own challenges. Like in a greenhouse, insects, rodents, reptiles can attack your snails.
Okay.
Yeah. In the intensive system, rats too can also find a way
To enter.
In the free range, snakes, different reptiles can also attack your snails. So, but if you put all those things into consideration, if you get the right measures, they will be controlled.
Okay.
Yes.
Which system is more expensive to construct?
The greenhouse is more expensive to construct.
Okay. When it comes to more expensive to take care of, that has to be the intensive.
Yes, it's time consuming. So if you are not around for but if you are using soy in the intensive, you can actually stay for 2 days without coming here. But if you are not using soy, you are using soilless.
You have to come every day.
It should dry up on time. Okay. So you have to come every day. If you are not even coming at least every other day. The disadvantage of the greenhouse is that when rain is not falling again, even the free range too, they have similar disadvantages.
Okay.
When the rain is not falling again, you have to be wetting the snails every day.
Every day.
Insects, rodents can also attack them in the greenhouse, but if you control it, it will be reduced. Like I said, I've been into snail farming for more than 8 years, and I noticed that most knowledge that is online is kind of wrong. Totally. Like if you want to follow what you are seeing online into snail farming, you might not really get there. You understand? Every knowledge I've gotten from here is through my practical experience. Even what they taught me in school is just like a guide for me. It was when I came on the farm, I started saying that this thing that they even said is not true. You understand? Okay. So I had to create my own parts. I think that was the second year in snail farming. In fact, I almost gave up. But I now noticed that why can't I use the knowledge I've gotten to create my own parts? So that was how I created my own parts. Sometimes when I train people, they'll say, ma, what about, why not do it like this? I just know that this person have gone on YouTube to learn things. So if I tell you, do this thing like this, and you are trying to say no, I'll say, no problem. You can try the thing that you have seen, that you've watched. Then later, I know you will come back and say, ma, please, I'm sorry. Can you tell me what is going on? So I noticed that I don't know how that is going to work if someone can just clean everything from the internet.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of conflicts. Yes. Yeah. Some persons want to do snail farming, they've already built their housing. And housing is one of the problems that people faced in the snail farming. After building your house, that's when you now start looking for someone that will train you. Yes, and that housing is part of the training.
Okay.
You know, if someone wants to come to this farm now to learn snail farming, there are some things I will adjust for this person that is not here, because I've been able to manage it. But if you are a fresher and I want you not to go through the stress I've gone through, I will help you and manage and change some things for you. So you just seeing this, it's not like just like it looks like. But if I want to tell you what you want to do, you will not do something like this. So what the information we get online about snail farming is I would say is 10% okay and 90% wrong. So for someone that want to start snail farming from beginning, I can't even say go and meet a consultant, because I don't even know what that consultant knows
what they are doing.
Do you understand?
Okay.
If you can meet a practicing snail farmer, someone that is always on the farm, that knows what he or she is doing, which we are very few in Nigeria.
Okay.
We are very few. It's not everybody that will come and say inside farm and say, I want to be doing snail farming. You just see some person, they'll just pack snail and say they are doing snail farming. Anybody can just start a snail farm, but how many persons can be in that snail farm for a very long time? So first thing first, get the right knowledge. Before you even buy snail or build anything, first get the right knowledge. If you are going into snail farming production, like a commercial snail farm, get a consultant that knows what he or she is doing so that they can guide you through. Someone built about 10 greenhouses, 10 of this. That's when he now came to me and say, can you put me through on snail farming? I say, how, sir? If I tell you dismantle these 10 greenhouses, will you be able to dismantle it? Because you have spent a lot of money. He said, I watched it from YouTube, this one, and he put snails inside, and all the snails, they started dying. So those are the misconceptions that we have. Sometimes I don't even set up. Once I know you built I will say I'm not interested, because if I tell you what to do, you will even spend more than what you have spent. So the first thing first, get the right knowledge. before you start up snail farm. If you want to go into profitable snail farming, get the right knowledge.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, can you tell us like how risky is snail farming?
I don't think there's a lot of risk in snail farming because maybe because I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
But someone that don't know what he's doing, there's a lot of risk.
Okay.
But for me, I don't think there's a lot of risk in snail farming. I can say maybe 10% risk.
Okay.
I'll say so.
Okay. So it's not risky that much.
Yes,
It's not that risky.
risky.
How profitable is it on a
It's
scale of 1 to 10?
profitable. I graduated 8 years ago and I'm still doing snail farming. If it's not good, I will not be
You
there.
will not be there. So can you scale it for us?
9. I can say 10, but I will say 9.
Well, if you invest 5 million naira in snail farming this year,
Yes.
at the end of 1 year, how much will you have?
If me, Miriam, invest 5 million this year, like today,
Okay.
in snail farming, come back again this time next year, I'll give you 20 million cash.
Does that 5 million include the structure or exclude
Just the snails?
Just the snails.
Yes, like I'm buying 5 million worth of snails.
If you understood what because she said she has to use herself as an example because
I know
what
what
works
I'm
for
doing.
her, she knows what she's doing. You on your own path, you might not
It
know
might
what
even
you're
be
doing.
more than that too.
Yeah.
But I don't want to exaggerate.
Yeah.
I don't want to exaggerate.
Okay.
Because I know what I've used 100,000 naira self to get from this farm.
Okay.
Dry season is coming. In fact, my market mostly, I don't really sell my snails during rainy season. I just allow market women to sell. Then dry season, I don't even do any advert. They'll start calling. Do you have snails? Do you have snails?
Okay.
You sell and you get tired. That's just the truth.
So which is more profitable? Is it like selling the eggs? Is it just selling the breeders? Is it rearing them till maturity before you sell? Like which aspects of the snail farming will you say most of your profits come from?
Okay, like me, I don't raise snails till maturity.
Okay.
Okay, I sell eggs, baby snails, growers, points of lay, and breeders. When they get to breeders, that's where I stop.
Okay.
If I want to sell snails for consumption, I do fattening, like I explained to you.
You buy from the
Yes,
market?
I buy, not from the market.
Okay, from other farmers?
From hunters.
Okay.
Yes, I fatten them for 3 months. Like, you see those snails there, those ones are fattened snails.
Okay.
I fatten them for 3 months and I sell them out.
Okay.
Yes, and it's more profitable and faster.
Okay.
But if you are doing fattening, you have to buy your snails when snails are not expensive. At this time now, you can buy snails for your fattening. Then you fatten them till dry season. Is that dry season now that you now sell off? You can make ×2 of what you bought them.
Okay.
Even ×3, depending on the season.
So the one you hatch in your farm, you just sell them. Is that how you sell them after hatching, or you sell them as breeders?
As growers.
As growers.
Or point of lay.
Okay, point of
or
lay.
Breeders. My snails don't pass breeders. Before they even get to breeders, they bought all of them. You can see that this year we don't even breed snails too much because they've already bought the eggs.
Okay.
So which eggs will I breed?
Even breed. Oh wow. So like how many? So that means you have to go and start buying eggs or something.
No, I don't buy eggs.
So how will you now do it now that they've bought all your eggs?
I can always buy snails that are laying eggs. No, I told you that it's not really good to get snails from those hunters because they use chemicals to look for their snails and the snails will start dying. But because I'm a snail farmer, I know how to manage it.
Okay.
So I will just buy them for like 2 months. They will lay eggs, then I'll sell them off because I don't want them to be dying on my farm. So I'll just get the eggs and start going those baby snails. The baby snail, nothing will happen to them. It's just the main snails. But I still have people that pick snails, not with chemicals.
Okay.
Yes.
So how many snails do you have now in your farm currently?
For the breeding snails, we have about 1.5. Then for the one in the greenhouse, maybe 3,000 to 3.5. Because we also have some baby snails that are coming. I don't know how many. I don't know how many. Just the growers that we counted. Because I won't start harvesting from the free range already. Yes, because the rain will soon go. So I have to harvest everything. Then the ones I cannot sell, I'll take them to the greenhouse.
Okay.
So during the rainy season again, I'll bring them out. I'll put again.
You'll put again?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about the disease, the pests, and all that affect it.
Okay.
Like how do you know when a snail is sick? Are there ways that it can be prevented, like all those diseases and whatever it is that affects them?
When a snail is not active, you know that this snail is
something is wrong.
Yeah, something is wrong. It might just be inside its shell. So from there it can die. Apart from other things that bites them, there are other pests and diseases that affect them. So one way to know is they will not be active. That's one way to know. So for us, we treat our snails often. We have antibiotics and vitamins that we'll give to our snails.
Okay.
It helps to prevent mortality.
Even before they...
Yes, I don't allow my snails to get sick.
Okay.
The only thing that can affect my snails, which is sometimes, not every time, it maybe something bites the snail or they cannibalize. No, snails, they eat each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they eat each other.
This is the first time I'm hearing it too.
They cannibalize.
Yeah.
Sometimes mating that does not go well, we end up in cannibalism.
Oh, wow.
A snail will want to mate, but maybe the mind of the other one is not to mate.
Okay.
They will eat the flesh,
They'll eat the flesh.
And they also cannibalize when they don't like the food that you give to them.
Okay, they start eating each other.
They start eating each other. If they are hungry, they'll start eating each other. And the cannibalism does not involve whether it's big or small. Okay. A small snake can cannibalize on a big snail.
Really?
And a big snake can cannibalize on a small snake. And even their own age mates.
Wow.
And most of the snails that cannibalize are the ones from the wild. And what they are eating in the wild is not what you are giving them.
Okay.
They will help themselves.
That, let's say someone that is already experiencing mortality and all, what can the person do are there ways to even treat them?
Once your snails start dying, there's 90% that you cannot do anything about it.
Okay.
So don't even allow them to die.
Just sell them.
Just sell them when they start dying.
Okay.
Like in mass. It's not like one die, two die.
Okay.
Sometimes you can just come to the farm, you see like 50 snails dead.
Oh, really?
Yes. I've had people call me and say, I got like 200 snails today, dead snails. I'm like, how? What happened?
Really?
Sometimes it might be your housing. Maybe they are not comfortable. It might be your setup. It can also be where you got your snails from.
Okay.
It can also be stress from transportation. Maybe you bought the snails in Lagos and you're in Anambra State. The stress is one reason why snails die. And also the kind of food you give to them. I tell people, snails can eat anything, even excrete, human excrete. Snails can eat it, but it is not hygienic to give snails everything.
Okay. So that means whatever you give them,
they will eat it. Even if
but
you
that
give
does
them,
not mean it's
I
good
put
to them.
money inside somewhere. Like, okay, I bought some snails inside a basket. So 200 naira note fell into the basket. They finished the money before I came. Really? Does it mean that this is nutritious to them?
No.
They eat anything, but not everything that is good for them.
So have you ever experienced that kind of mass mortality?
The only time I had something like that was when these long mouth rats entered into the intensive system. And it's not like I saw like 3 dead snails in different pen. I'll see 3, 4 like that. But because of the activities, I just knew that it was rats. So I had to evacuate the snails and put rat poison in the pen. So because the snails were not there again, they came and they ate the rat poison, and I saw dead snails inside, dead rats inside the pen. Oh, wow. So after that, I brought them back and they were okay.
So you said your favorite is the soilless.
No, my favorite, yes, I love soilless because it's not stressful. The system, my favorite is the greenhouse.
Your favorite is the greenhouse? I thought you said...
No. Like, when I mean favorite, it's not in terms of profitability.
Okay.
In terms of love.
Okay.
I just love it. I can just be inside it. I'll just sit down there and be pressing my phone.
Okay.
I just like the because everywhere is natural and green, so that's why I like it.
Okay, but your favorite, let's say in terms of profitability, is the soilless.
Yes, the soilless intensive system.
All right, so what advice do you have for someone that wants to go into snail farming?
My advice for someone that wants to go into snail farming is that if you want to be a snail farmer, you should start small. Like, you should not just put in money into the business, except you want to run it commercially. For commercial purpose, get a consultant. All your workers should be trained, well trained, before you go into commercial snail farming. So that's my advice. And for those that want to go into snail farming, get the right knowledge. I always put right because there are a lot of wrong knowledge in the internet. So get the right knowledge and start small. Because if you start small, if it's not good, you can end it there. But if you are pumping money and it's not working, you might get frustrated. So start small first.
So which system would you advise somebody that is starting up to start with?
The intensive.
The intensive, that's the soilless.
You can use soil. I always advise beginners to start with soil. Yes, because it's easy to maintain.
So someone that wants to start up greenhouse, because I've gotten that question a lot, what advice will you give to the person? Greenhouse.
I don't really advise people to start with greenhouse. Yeah, I don't advise because there's a lot of work, especially if you are doing breeding snails in the greenhouse. But if you get the right knowledge, like I can put someone through how to make your greenhouse work perfectly, as if you are using an intensive system. Your eggs will be hatching, your snails will be laying eggs in the greenhouse. So you have to get some secrets that can help you. That's if you want to start with the greenhouse. Because I noticed that if you put your breeding snails in the greenhouse, your production rate is low, because most of the eggs will not hatch. And so one way, let me just throw one light. One way you can make your egg hatch well in the greenhouse is that don't grow too many vegetables on your greenhouse to the point that you will not be able to access your snails. You know, you can construct a greenhouse and it will look like a free range.
Okay.
Because you cannot access your snails. It will now be giving that free range vibe where you go into your greenhouse and you don't know how many snails you have. So that's why we're using plantilli, because we want to be closer to our snails. If I open my plantilli, let me see my snails there. So that's it. So there are ways that you can actually control your greenhouse and it will be profitable.
Okay.
I tell people that if you give me a bucket, a basket, a greenhouse, an intensive system, a free range, I'll give you results.
Oh wow.
Because I know how to manage and maneuver my way.
And so generally, finally, what advice can you give to the youths watching this video?
My advice to the youth is that even if you're a graduate and you don't have a job, don't just sit at home. Find something to do. Think outside the box. When I started snail farming, I got some people laughing and saying, how can you finish school and now doing snail farming? And these same people, they are calling me now to come and set up snail farms for them. Come and train them on snail farming. So just think outside the box, even if it's not in your field. I know I'm doing something now in my field, but it must not be in your field. Even if it's outside your field, you can still do something meaningful out of it. So just try as much as possible to do something for yourself, with or without the help of the government.
Oh wow. Wow, that's beautiful. So are you open to, let's say someone watching this video, because I know I have a lot of international audience looking for where to invest and people to partner with. Are you open to that? She's laughing.
You know I'm laughing.
No.
Okay. Last year I got some partners actually.
Okay.
For my fattening program.
Okay.
Just fattening program, and I'm still trying to, because you know when you have partners, just the one I did was just 1 year. Okay. So this is like the 6th year now, and 6 months. So I still have 4 months to go clear up those partners. Okay. So for now, I don't really need more partners until I clear up those partners. Okay. Except maybe you want to have a snail farm by your own snail farm, and you want us to partner with you in terms of management. Okay, to help the person manage their farm. Yes, to help the person manage the farm, to bring profitable results. We can do that. All right. But investing here, we don't have space. Okay. So we need to expand. Thank you very much for talking to us. We really appreciate it. That was a very, very interesting and inspiring session we had right there with the founder of Tejiri Farms here in Lagos State, Nigeria. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share this video, and leave a nice comment. And if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, do well to subscribe. And when you do, turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime we upload a new video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.